Welcome to another episode of my NBA 2K25 series. In this episode, we're going to be covering the Sacramento Kings. Kings, just couldn't get it done. They were one of the first teams to be eliminated in the NBA play-in tournament this year. And honestly, I think they have a little bit of a problem with their GM, to be totally frank with you guys. It's been a long time where they've really kind of just been mediocre. Like, honestly, like pretty much my entire lifetime. Like, I know they had a good team in the early 2000s, but I was just like pretty much 4 or 5 years old at the time and not really into the NBA yet. So, like, as long as I've been alive and been around or following NBA, I should say, like, they really just haven't really shown any signs of kind of making that next jump to the contender level. And I think they had probably a good decade, honestly, where just really didn't really show much in terms of like sexy kind of picks in the draft. It was like a span of like I want to say 6 years where like pretty much every draft they just took like the top center available. So I don't know whose like I don't know idea it was to just get the best center available and felt that centers win championships like that. But yeah, I mean, like honestly, like none of these players have been like really high draft picks from like when they were kind of down in the dumps. So it's kind of like they just been trading and trying to be, I don't know, what's the word, like relevant, um, despite like they're just like adverse to rebuilding. They traded Tyrese Halliburton, which seemed like a really questionable trade at the time. Keegan Murray, he's honestly like their only top pick of this kind of rebuild, and that was kind of like in between year for them. And he's kind of regressed a little bit. I thought he'd make that next jump, but as you can see, yeah, he kind of regressed quite a bit. He had his like career low really in terms of points per game and rebounds. He had a little bit enough an uptick, but yeah, just shooting numbers weren't great for him either. Yeah, so I'm looking for him to make a jump here. But yeah, they just lost first round to the Mavericks or in the play-in, basically. But if you're new to this series, basically what we're trying to do here is see from current day pretty much if we can turn this team to a championship team, and tweak the roster a little bit to kind of make that next jump to a contending level. And we got timer is on. We got a 3 year time limit to do it. So we'll see where we kind of get, what pick we get, if we could get a high pick in the coming draft. Hopefully we do. It's weird. Again, I've mentioned this time and time again, but for some reason they do the NBA draft lottery after the season, which we all know in reality it's during the season in the playoffs. But so in this lottery, Spurs get the top pick, Wizards second, Sixers third, and yeah, Mavericks get the 12th pick in this draft. So in reality, they were able to get the number one overall pick, and we have yet to see who they are going to take. But let's see, Kings pick. Sacramento. Where? Do we not have a pick? Or am I missing it? So okay, the Hawks have our pick. It looks like. Okay, yeah, and I guess we don't have any other picks. So I mean, that's not a great sign. Doug Christie is head coach. Honestly, really kind of a question mark of the season. It's pretty much like the new Bulls. You got Zach LaVine and DeRozan, who just were teammates forever in Chicago together, like last 3 seasons. Yeah. Again, I don't think this is a championship level roster. Even if they stick around for 1 or 2 more years, I still don't think they're going to get much better. And honestly, like they don't really even have a starting caliber point guard. They traded Darren Fox to the Spurs and just kind of forced Keon Ellis into that starting point guard role. They even tried Malik Monk to be a point guard for a bit, and yeah, it just did not work out. So we got 2 second round picks. Not sure what we can really do with that, but I think I'm gonna pull the trigger trying to trade one of these guys. Um, Yeah, so let's try to see what we could get in terms or for DeMar DeRozan. So he's regressing a little bit. I mean, he's still pretty good overall. 87 overall, 24.75 isn't like a total, isn't a ton of money that we're paying for him, but again, I don't think he's gonna get much better in these next couple years. So let's just see what we might be able to get via trade. Okay, so Hachimura, Dalton Connect, it's interesting. Ideally, I think like in this spot we want like a pick and like a pretty much like an 82 overall type player. Ron Holland and Stewart, Lou Dort and Kerrich Williams. That's a pretty interesting trade. I don't want to help the Thunder too much, just because they're in the West as well. And wow, we can get Draymond Green and Post. It's a little interesting. Yeah, I'm not loving those trades as of yet. Let's see what else. Laravia, he's another guy. Kind of shocked the Grizzlies moved on from him. But I think the Kings kind of got a good player in him. But as you can see, his deal's expired. Murray's deal's expired also. Okay. So we got Carter. So rookie year, put up 3.8 points per game, not bad. I mean, his minutes, 11 minutes per game. You know, they didn't really give him a fair shake with those kinds of minutes. JV, just been a vet for a while. He's 33. He might regress soon. Again, but 10 mil for 2 years is not an overpay. I think that's kind of around where I'd like to see him stay at. Even if he regresses down to 79 next year, I think he could be used for like trade bait maybe. But okay, Sabonis. I'm gonna move him to power forward. I'm thinking, and let's see what we can get for LaVine. I feel like LaVine's the type of player where I think in real life a team might make it like a solid offer. Like D Book is pretty good actually. Well, we get Darren Fox back for Zach LaVine. They want a first round pick out of it. So yeah, Ron Holland in a first. It's interesting. Ron Holland's not like the big name prospect I'd love to see. Ooh, this one's interesting. So Zach LaVine, Siakam, and TJ. Okay, so if we did Siakam, TJ, in a second, that's a pretty good deal. I kind of like that. It gives us a point guard at least, and we get like an all-star in Siakam. I think he kind of fits this team a little bit. Just see what else we could get here. Austin Reeves and Hachimura. It's another great offer. Jalen Suggs, another good deal. And we get the youth. We get the Magic rookie as well. Markkanen and Filikowski, Hero. Ooh, we get Trae Young in for a top 10 protected pick. That's probably the most interesting one we've seen so far. Yeah, I'm curious. If you guys are watching this, I want to know which one of these trades would you kind of pull the trigger for? Yeah, let me know in the comments. But okay, so Trae Young, I think we do this trade. Honestly, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go Jalen Suggs trade, and then let's see. Maybe we can add something on top of this because they are a little bit over encumbered on point guard. We are getting Jalen Suggs, so KCP that would be an overpay. So yeah, honestly, the only player I'd really be interested in here, Wendell Carter Jr. Ooh, I feel like that'd be a sick pairing. Let's try. Let's see what they might want for this. Okay, they want another couple firsts. Does Silva's a power forward? Small forward. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna add the second round picks to this. They still want firsts. Okay. Ooh, okay. What if we just add the rest of our seconds? Maybe we'll try that out. No. Okay. And then we're gonna add Carter to this trade. see if this works out. So that's sweetened the deal quite a bit. I'll take those out, or add those, I mean. Okay, so yeah, we don't give up any first round picks, but we do give up some second round picks. We trade away 2 rookies about the same age, give or take. We get our starting point guard. We get some depth, quite a bit of good amount of depth. Gary Harris might be a guy we trade down the line. Yeah, I'm not mad at that trade. I think that's pretty solid overall. And then, honestly, Gary Harris, we just trade for him. Is he tradable again? I don't think so. Yeah, 60 days. Okay. So, yeah, we're looking a lot better. I think that was a good trade to make. I'm not going to trade back into this draft. So we're going to sim ahead here. Keon Ellis, Laravia, Isaac Jones. Honestly, don't know much about Jones. I don't know anything about Jones. Should rephrase. So, I mean, there's no stats that show up here. I assume that's just incorrect. I assume he did play last year. Otherwise, I don't know if he'd be on the roster, unless he was, like, injured for the season. Okay, so Trey Lyles looking for $5 million. Honestly, I'm looking, yeah, it's just a little bit of an overpay, I think, for me on my side of things. Jay Crowder, I'd love to bring him in. But again, we're good at small forward. Markelle Fultz, another former Magic player. But again, I think we're kind of good at point. Actually, let's kind of move around. Just want to look at our starting lineup here. So DeRozan would start. Silva, okay. Gary Harris. Yeah, he's not going to really be contributing much. Okay. And then DeRozan can play the 2. I want to see what his overall is if we move into the 2. Because he played the 2 in Toronto. Okay, so we move him to the 2. Monk off the bench. It would be pretty sweet. And then let's move Murray. He's an 81 as a power forward. What is he as small forward? 81. Okay, so that works. All our small forwards super young. And then I want to see Sabonis as a power forward in this offense. Okay, so an 88. We got JV as a center there. Yeah, I'm liking this a little bit more, I think. We get bigger for sure. Right? Yeah. Because Monk would be coming off the bench. I think he's kind of paved a real career for himself as a 6-man, like one of the top 6-man in the league. And we need another center who would kind of fit into this team here. So you got JV. We need like a physical kind of center. Let's look to add Adams on a minimum. Then we need another power forward. Champagny. That's the Wizard Champagny, correct? Yeah, I think so. Big fan of the Spurs Champagny, just because we went to the same school at the same time, so big fan of his. Trey Lyles, okay. Chetty Osman. Torrey Craig, Trey Lyles, okay. So Lyles, we got Bird here. So he might be the guy we do end up offering down the road. No, actually, Champagny would make we get him for cheap as well. Okay, and then point guard wise, what are we looking at here? Campaign would be sick. Morris, AJ Mitchell. Okay, Fultz. We'd have Birdie rights on, but yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Okay, we're gonna offer Campaign. Big fan of his. Really, honestly, I don't know, I didn't dislike him or hate him, but just I was just kind of I feel like he's one of those guys that really just got demolished by the media for kind of sucking and all the handshakes with Westbrook, and I definitely was one of those guys who were like, yeah, this guy sucks and whatever, what a bust. But honestly, I really gained a ton of respect for the guy. Really kind of helped out that Suns team to the finals, and ever since I was rooting for the Suns in that finals too, and I thought Campaign was looking like a real for real. I mean, granted he came off the bench, but I really have to fuck with that team. Yeah, I mean, he's on the Knicks now too. So, I mean, he's still contributing in a big way. So, love to see that for him. From Murray State. Yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, you put Murray State on the map for, what's his name did? John Morant. Yeah, it really improved. So cool to see him getting like 10 points consistently. Pretty dope. Okay, so we'll try to get these guys. Really, what? Nah, you're tripping. Wait, hold on. Did we not have birdie rights on one of them? Yeah, that makes no sense. Okay. Am I an idiot and like deny the birdie rights or something? I have no idea. Alright, it complicates things a little bit. Yeah, so Trey Lyles, somehow we took away his birdie, so I guess that's why it messed with us. Okay, so I mean, yeah, we got Tice. No Adams though, but still got a physical kind of center. And yeah, we'll advance here. So yeah, so a little bit long-winded way of starting this video, but I think we got a good roster going. We trade Zach LaVine away. I wasn't really a big fan of that trade at the time, but I think Sabonis is kind of the anchor on this team that we kind of need right now. So I'm not looking to trade him just yet. And yeah, going into year one, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you guys know NBA, you know that the Kings are in a tough conference. The West Conference is just pretty much like a running through a brick wall. It's just so talented top to bottom. Pretty much every team, you could argue that they have like a real chance. Um, I mean, even like a team who had the worst record last year, the Jazz, like just a year ago or 2 years ago, they had like one of the best records going into like the new year, and then they just kind of fell apart. Like marketing was an all-star and all that, so you never know. I'm a fan of Will Hardy. Um, I think he can bring that team to better days. But yeah, we'll see. All right, neutral. Do we run physical with this team? Physical. I mean, we got good defense, some spots. We'll try it out. I'm not sure if it's gonna be sustainable long term. Bench depth, 10 deep. What does that look like? Trey Lyles. So pretty balanced lineup. De Silva's not really playing yet, even though he was our rookie last year. You'd like to see him get some minutes, but yeah, it just doesn't work out with this roster right now. But okay, chemistry 62%. I think this should be a playoff team. I think we did make some good moves. I don't think we'll be in the play-in, but actually, I think we might make the plan, but I think we should be able to get out, like the seventh spot maybe. I want to see that's our goal, top spot in the plan. Yeah, and then we'll play the 2 seed, whoever that is. I just think we're this kind of like a feel out year. Um, I think we have our own pick, so if like if this is totally wrong, then we'll kind of get a feel for who we're at the trade deadline. Might blow it up some more, might not. But again, I think I'm a little bit of a broken record at this point. But ooh, that was a good ass trade I just declined. Scotty Barnes for Jalen Suggs might, if they offered me that again, I might rethink that. But yeah, I think in today's NBA, I think young players make so much more of an impact than they did maybe 10 years ago. I don't know why that is, but I think just like the pure athleticism that some athletes have coming out of college is just, I don't know, maybe it's just like better facilities at the collegiate level, or we're getting the right coaches in at the AAU level and whatnot. But I honestly believe that GMs don't understand that like rebuilds don't have to take like 5+ years like they used to anymore. I think honestly these rebuilds can take like 3 years, like we're kind of showing in these videos. Granted, we're not really blowing it up with the Kings just yet. I'm using this as kind of like a feel out year. But all right, so trade deadline, we're 28 and 25. Just want to see how we stack up here. So conference, we are at the ninth spot, so that would put us in the play-in. But yeah, we want to be around here. We're only a game off from that, But yeah, wow, what a weird looking West here. We have the Blazers as the fourth spot. Um, and yeah, just kind of talking about what I just said like a few minutes ago. Like you could argue like any team could be a contender. Even 2K saying Blazers could be a contender with this roster. Yeah, and look at that. Lakers, Suns, Clippers, like bottom teams in the West. Pretty surprising as well. But okay. So, see contract extensions here. Everyone seems to be locked up here. Wait, do we have a? Okay, no one's on a no trade clause. Thought I saw that for a sec. Okay, so DeRozan's injured. He's got severe right ankle sprain. Suggs broken left ankle, 2 to 4 weeks. So I'm curious, how much time have they missed already? So he hasn't played since January 21st. January. Okay, so they've missed about like a couple weeks or so. A week or two they've missed. So it's not bad, but yeah, it's not bad, but it does kind of cripple me a little bit. I may have looked to trade DeRozan. Oh, Keegan Murray's hurt too. How long has he been out? Oh, fracture at leg, 2 to 4 months. Okay, that's a little bit more of a substantial injury. So he hasn't played since December. Okay, so we have hit the injury bug a little bit. 10 deep. We got Tice playing. Okay. I mean, JV Sabonis, let's see what numbers they're putting up. I feel like Sabonis in this power forward role should be rolling. So he's pretty much putting the same numbers. When we look at per 36, his rebounds are down a little bit. His assists, a little bit of an uptick. Honestly, you'd think he'd be shooting better overall here. But yeah, if you look at that, that's a telltale sign, I think, as well. Like, the best plus minus he's ever had in his career. So, I mean, we're doing something good because he was on that Thunder team that was pretty decent. I think that was the year Westbrook won MVP. Okay, and then JV, he's really taking a dip. Jeez. Shooting numbers down. Every category except for rebound seems to be down. And his per 36 is not great. He's playing less minutes, it looks like. Or no, he's playing more minutes. That's the problem. We're playing him way more minutes than he's had for a few years. Okay. Carter, he should be taking, he should be doing better, a lot better, I think. Silva, he's playing pretty well, not gonna lie. Okay. And before the injury, yeah, DeRozan was not playing well. I mean, per 36, it wasn't bad. Okay. Do we try to trade somebody here? Do we try to trade someone? I mean, honestly, who would we even trade in this spot? Malik Monk, maybe? Can we get something for him? A little bit of an overpay. He's still only 28, though. How is Malik Monk 28? Holy crap. That just blew my whole world in perspective. He was drafted when? 2017. Okay, for some reason I thought he was older than that. Yeah, that does not seem right at all. Okay, DiVincenzo, same age roughly. We get a better prospect for a little bit more money. The prospect for more money, but we save money. We could move Dante to the 2. Okay, that's pretty. Ooh. Keyshawn Wallace, Hardenstein. I would do this trade. Oh no, never mind. Hardenstein's too much money. Yeah, scratch that. I was gonna say I was gonna do that trade if yeah, if we didn't have JV and Carter Jr., but yeah, it's just a little bit too much. Hachi, Cole Anthony. Oh, on the Knicks now. That's sick. Clarkson and Wagner. Okay. Bridges, Smith, Mitchell. Ooh, Brandon Clark and LeVert from the Grizzlies. Okay. So a pretty interesting trade. We'd save money here. Okay. Potentially. Hauser, DeAndre Hunter. Man, that's crazy. DeAndre Hunter and Malik Monk are the same age. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. I think we pull a trigger on this one. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this trade. Okay, so that would mean, okay, so Dante, McNeely, yeah. I mean, it's tough to see Malik Monk go, but I think this is just gonna help our trajectory going forward, I think, a little bit. What if we did, oh, actually, let's see if we could finesse this a little bit more. So Malik Beasley's back with Minnesota, okay. Robert Dillingham. Who's our point guard now? Suggs, right? Okay. Okay. Wow, Josh Giddey here. Okay. And, okay, so no Cat. McDaniels would be sick. McDaniels seems like a small market guy. Like, I could see him playing for this team as well. The Kings. Okay. Let's try it. What if we did Wendell Carter? Take these guys out for now. So, okay, that would work money-wise. McDaniels. Small forwards here. LaRavia? No. Okay, we need someone who's worth that much money. So, like a Carter Jr. Okay. You know what? I think we just do the first trade they offer me. Whoops. This is for Monk. He's got 3 years left on that as well. Where's that? Timberwolves. Yeah. Oh wait, Timberwolves. Okay. So yeah, Isaac Jones 25, McNeely. Yeah, let's pull the trigger on that one. And then maybe we could get something for LaRavia, because kind of need another. We got too many young small forwards. This is the problem here. Keegan Murray, I think, yeah, we should hold on to him. We either trade LaRavia or De Silva. De Silva's been in the league 2 years less, so I think, yeah, just based on where they're at with more NBA experience, I think we have to move on from LaRavia, and we'd be saving money. And we need power forward, and that's pretty much it, looks like. Yeah, we've been moving Dante to the 2. Okay. So yeah, power forward we'll look at here. Power forward. Yeah, Isaac, we'd be getting a first. It's not worth it for me. Chet Howard, Clowney, Shaw there. No. That's a Shane Penny I like, but yeah, just not a great pick to get back. Axum, so Keyshawn George could be, that's one of the more interesting picks. We'd be saving money as well. Okay, I'm going to try the Keyshawn trade. I don't want that pick though. So if we just try doing this straight up, they're going to offer me the same thing again. No. So actually, wait, they're giving me Gary Harris, AJ Green 2.5. We're saving money again. Let's just add seconds to this. I feel like they'd go for that. 3 seconds. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. Cool. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think we did make some good trades there. And then we're going to change Dante to the 2. Cool. And then, wait. Yeah, so AJ Green. Okay, so he's 6'4". If we move him to the 2, what does that look like? No. Okay, it gets worse a little bit. That's fine. Keep him at small forward. Okay, cool. Okay. So, yeah, we'll continue this sim here, I think. Let's just check contract extensions. Okay, yeah, keep it going here. Alright, alright, we're 29-25, in a good spot right now. I think we made some solid trades. Again, with the injuries that hit us late in January. Hopefully when those guys get back healthy, yeah, I think we should be able to be top 5 in the West. Should be able to avoid the play-in, I think, with this current roster. So he's looking for a pay increase. and he's the only one that's eligible. So I'm just gonna skip the contract extensions this year. All right, so 30 and 29, definitely on track for a winning season. I think we should aim for 46 wins. I'm gonna have that be our goal. So we're about how many? About a month or so away. We got, let's see, 8 games. Yeah, I mean, 8 games to get 4 more wins, achieve my goal at least, should be doable. Said 45 wins, I think. Yeah, so 43, 44, 45. There we go. Could get even better. 47 wins, 48 wins. Pretty solid. Um, didn't see where we finished to see what seed we got, but anyway, Shy, most valuable player, Ace Bailey, rookie of the year. Hey, that's sick. Dante, sixth player of the year. Okay, 15 points per game. It's pretty solid. So yeah, that's actually, yeah, he's putting up numbers. Damn. Okay, career year for the guy. Love to see that. A good trade. DPOY, Wemby. Ooh, Laravia, most improved. We just traded him too. So that's kind of double-edged sword a little bit. Damn, he really made that jump like that? Damn, okay. Yo, actually, I want to see when we traded him, did he really make that jump? Is it like, was he balling for us when we had him? Hmm, I don't think so, right? So let's see. Yeah, he was balling for us when we had him. Damn, okay, so a little bit of a overlook on my part. Luka, clutch player, Finch, coach of the year, and Phillips for the Spurs gets exec of the year. Okay, so Kings, Sacktown. Any end of the year stuff? Any All NBA teams or anything? Doesn't look like it. Um, nah. Okay. I mean, that's chill. Yeah, 4 seed in the West. That's huge. We've run into a brick wall playing with Thunder first round, but yeah, see how we can handle this. Broken right leg for De Silva. I mean, they're expecting him back in a couple weeks. So we'll send the play in here. Okay. So yeah, Thunder. See how we match up here. All right, so they got, wow, so Topic starting. So Shy's not even playing, although his picture's there, so don't know what's going on. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the starting lineup we were kind of expecting us to have going in. I think we definitely kind of established a solid bench for our team as well. I mean, yeah, a lot of guys on our team are hot at the right time right now, so yeah, I mean, it'd be great if we can win this series against the Thunder, but just based on how the Thunder are set up, I don't know if it's I don't know how realistic that really is. So game one at home, 16-point win. We'll take that. Game two, see if we can make it 2-up on OKC. Okay, so we have lead here. They take it back. Looks like we'll lose game two here. So they handle business, take a win from us, and Oklahoma City, really hard place to win in on the road. They got some great fans out there, but yeah, looks like we got a pretty hefty lead here. We'll take game three, return the favor. So no team has a winning streak thus far. Let's see if we can be the first here. And really solid first half. Gotta keep the foot on the pedal. And 24-point win. So yeah, we were 1 game away from eliminating the Thunder. So that'd be huge for us. I don't know why they're struggling here, the Thunder. Maybe it is because Shy's got an injury. Who knows? But yeah, looks like we'll take this game 5, and yeah, we will move on to the next round. And wow, big upset in the West. Timberwolves have fallen to the Warriors. So maybe this is Steph's last hurrah. Pretty much the same team we know today. But yeah, a little bit of a NorCal rivalry we got going on here. Let's see, De Silva. Don't know how much he's really going to contribute to this team when healthy, but so let's see what his timetable is to return, just in case. So day to day, so he could be back like today for this game. But okay, we got home court, which is huge for us. Let's see if we could light the beam game 1 and 2, put some pressure on this 8 seed Warriors team. So yeah, game one we take. Game two, here we come. Back to back, light the beams. See if we could pull it off. Down two after one. Down was at 9 at half. It's still within reach. We're down 11 here, and wow, we came back. What a game! 1 point victory at the very end there, and we steal it. All right, let's see. We need to win in Golden State. That's one of the toughest arenas to play in. Anyone can tell you that, unless you've been living in a coma or under a rock. You know the Warriors do a good job protecting home court. Okay, so we lose game three. Game four, tight one, had the lead, and they took it right back from us. 2 point game here, 1 point game. Looks like we'll take this one. Awesome. So pretty much same situation we were in last series. Have a chance to send the Warriors packing at home. All right, so we're up 15. If my math is right, late in this fourth quarter. Yeah, we'll advance conference finals. So, yeah, did not have that on my bingo card for us to be this good right away. But, I mean, yeah, I think we're just kind of hitting on all cylinders at the right time right now. We got a really healthy team, which, all like really is what a lot of this just kind of comes down to. But I think a lot of people just kind of forget the NBA playoffs shouldn't, like, you shouldn't always expect the top seed to win. It just has to do with matchups and injuries. It's a long season and injuries can catch up to you. And, you might have one point of emphasis for your team that might not match out for the team you're facing off against. So it just kind of comes down to matchups. So yeah, really tight one. We're playing San Antonio here on the road. 5 point game with under 2 to go. And overtime, we win. So yeah, we're doing a great job winning a lot of these. Oh wait, I accidentally jumped in, but we're doing a great job of just doing a great job just making a lot of these games. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. We are doing a great job in keeping these tight games close, which is huge for us. So game two in San Antonio. So it'd be a miracle if we could win both of these games. Wow, they stormed back 49-point third quarter to our 18. How the hell did that happen? We were up. How many points were we up? 7 after 1, 15. We were up 22 points. And they said, hold my beer. Damn, bro. That's insane. We just totally fell apart in the third quarter. And we lose by 13. We were up 22. We lose by 13. That's an insane spread, bro. All right, so, I mean, we took care of business. We won a game on the road. That's what you got to do in these NBA playoffs. You can't win a series if you can't win on the road. So we were able to do that in our first instance. Tight game going to the third quarter. See who's got better conditioning, and they do. Okay, so we had we were up in the series, but that's quickly gone away. In front of our home fans here, see if we can win this game four. We really need a win here. Let's see. Okay, we're down 8 with under 6 to go. Can't crawl back. We're one game away from being eliminated. But, I mean, you got to be proud of our guys here. It's going to be a tough game to win out this series, especially with 2 games in San Antonio. But, yeah, looks like keeping it kind of close here. 13-point spread with 6 minutes to go. But, yeah, that's going to do it. I mean, a great, solid first season here in our sim. Honestly, didn't think we'd make it this far. Told you, like, at the start, it was kind of a feel-out year, but yeah, that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Yeah, I mean, we made a real good run at it, but yeah, DeRozan retires. Yeah, it's kind of shitty, but I get it. Like, DeRozan's a guy who's consistently lost in the conference finals, and we lose our head coach. Okay, so yeah, just really sucky turn of events just then, but it is what it is. We move on. Let's see. Pick-wise, we do not have any. And we really stripped the Magic, huh? Taking Jalen Suggs really just took them into a lottery team. That's crazy. Okay. So, we have our own pick, I presume. Do we not? Kings. We have the 22nd pick. Okay. All right. It's not too bad. Thunder, you can see they've stockpiled a lot of picks there. But okay, head coach search. It is Wofford Joe Mazzulla. I think Jason K would be a good guy to have with our guys, and we can't pass up Popovich. So wow, none of them want to. Okay, wow, no one wants to be head coach of Sacramento, huh? Are we that bad? So Will Hardy, I said earlier in the video, I am a fan of his. What else do we got here? Billy Donovan, another solid coach, college legend, 2 national championships at Florida, but yeah. All right, so we'll offer those 2 guys. So Donovan will sign. I am a fan of that. Could pick up. It is kind of funny though. Like I was talking about how we're like the Bulls with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, and now that both of them are gone, we got their coach that they had when they were with the Bulls. So okay, so yeah, this draft. Let's see, we're pick 22. Okay, don't know what real value we'll be able to get at this pick. Just kind of curious here. So we got Suggs, Sabonis, Carter. He's getting a little bit of an overpay there. He's only 79 overall. So yeah, these trade offers we're getting in are reflecting that a little bit. Okay, so Scottie Pipp. Okay, Dante McNeely. All right, let's try to trade Tice and Carter. Okay, wait, let's do a manual trade here. All right, so we want to trade Carter, and we'll also trade Campaign. Maybe we'll trade him down the line. Don't know. But yeah, we'll also trade Tice and our first pick. Let's see if we can move in. I want to say, can we move in top 5? Who's got the 5th top 5 picks here? So Heat, no. Knicks, they're over the cap, huh? Okay. Pelicans. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be hard to trade for the first pick, but so wait, who has it? Who's pick 4? Nuggets? Really? Okay, and who's pick 2? Did we see them yet? Pick 2, pick 2, pick 2. Oh, we did see him. Okay, so we've offered top 5 at least. And the 6th pick, the Thunder have, so do not want to make that trade. So pick 7. Pick 7 is Hornets. Okay. Who can we maybe take from them? Ooh, Payne Watson would be pretty dope. Yeah, I like getting Payne Watson here. Would they go for that? No. Really? You're not a fan of that? Okay, what if we did... No, that's Spurs pick. We'll do a lotto pick. And give us some seconds for a lotto pick. Come on. Really? Even with that? Okay. Okay, 2 lottos. How about that? Okay, no. No way. Bro, what are you on? What are they on, bro? What? Okay, shoot. Alright, we'll throw you Campaign on top of that. And, yeah, I better be getting these 2nd round picks with Campaign added to the mix. Okay. Bro. No shot. They think Payne Watson's, like, that good? Oh my god, did I just take Payne Watson out? Oh, don't tell me I just did that. No, okay, I got him. Oh my god, scare the hell out of me. Okay, cool. So we got 1st pick, or 7th pick. Okay, so could bring in Elijah Arenas. Okay, because our shooting guard now is Dante. So I mean, best available, 19, 6'5", 6'10". This comp is D Wade. That'd be sick. Yeah, I think we got to go Arenas here because DeRozan just retired. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, 7th pick, not bad. We got George coming back, De Silva coming back, Keegan Murray through the qualifying extended. So Keon Ellis, he's a solid guy. Try to bring him in. I think Green was pretty solid for us. He's a little bit of an overpay, just kind of offered him, but we'll see. We'll see. So okay, so imagine we're bringing in Ellis. Uh, Melton, I like the value for his age, so I usually try to sign him. Okay, okay. So we'll be bringing in, so Murray. So okay, wait, Green, small forward, okay. Murray, small forward. So okay, wait, I'm gonna decline Green. We just don't need that anymore because we'll have too many small forwards at that point. Keon, point. Melton, 2. Okay, we need a center. Center post is available. Okay, Lawndale, Bryant, okay, Eubanks, Nurk. Okay. I'm not really a big fan of these centers, as you can kind of tell. Shoot. Okay, we'll offer Bryant because he's the cheapest available option here. We need another point guard. So Brogdon for cheap. Could do that. He's a scheme fit by the looks of it. So wait, Melton. Okay, that'll take us over. Okay, so bruh. Okay, let's try. Bro, really, we can't finagle this any other way? Hang on. What? So now we can't do that or that. How, bro? DeRozan retired. Like, who did we add that was worth like a ton of money? Explain that to me. Okay, so Keon Ellis will bring back. Cap hold on Murray. Yeah, bro, what? Okay, just wait, no, we're not renouncing Keegan Murray. What are you on? How stupid is 2K? Alright, so we're keeping them. Okay, so Brogdon. There we go. That's a little bit more reasonable for us. A minimum. Grayson Allen, that'd be sweet. Can't get, what's his name? Alright, we'll offer Landale. 2-year, 3 mil. Okay, we'll try that. Dude, stop renouncing his rights. Why are you trying to push that on me? Makes no sense. Okay. So mulling, okay. Because, yeah, he's restricted. I'm not trying to renounce him. I don't know why they're trying to push that on me. Okay, so, Keegan, Jock, Grayson, okay, sign Brogdon. Cool. You sign Landale and Allen, in theory. Please. Sign. Cool. Okay, and now we're just waiting on Murray. Make sure they're not trying to pull a fast one on us and renounce his rights, because that would really suck. Alright. Key Murray, here we go. Alright, we will match that. 1 year, 14 mil. That's beautiful for us. Okay. Cool. Alright, moving on. Alright. Alright, so we lost DeRozan. He did regress in a way a little bit, I think. We kind of anticipated a little bit. And we traded up. We kind of shifted a little bit. We had some good pieces on this team. I think we're definitely in a good spot here. Let's see. So Suggs, Dante, Murray. So wait, Suggs, Dante, Murray, Sabone, JV, Watson. Okay, so Watson. This is a small forward. Okay, that works. George backing up Sabonis. Ellis backing up Suggs. Allen backing up Dante for now. Lyles, Brogdon. Okay. Yeah, and then Arenas. Like, we'll see how he does. He might be a guy who really makes an impact next year if we can't win the championship this year. But I mean, hey, what did we get? We got 48 wins last year, I think. 48, 40, yeah, I think we got 48 wins. Got the fourth seed in the West. Made it to the conference finals. So I think we did lose to Rosen, so I think that's a big piece to lose. We got to kind of take that into consideration. We did hit the injury bug kind of late into the season, so also take that into consideration. Do with that information as you will. So I think realistically, I know we're 17-9 right now, so I'm not really making a crazy prediction here, but I think we should aim for like 50. So what we got? 48 wins. Yeah, I'll say let's do 53. Fuck it, 54 wins is what our goal should be. Better than the 4 seed if we want steady progression going forward. So we're 11 games over 500, double the wins than our losses right now. So solid numbers thus far. And I just realized, yeah, we got to change this up a little bit. Just kind of, I think it kind of worked for us what we kind of went with last year. Okay, so Suggs, George is cold. Arenas is getting minutes. Good. Okay. All right, so let's see what we do here. Chemistry's at 97. Fan interest, like the Beam crowd, is loving it right now. It's a good time to be a Kings fan. I think they're a little bit on the rise, new arena. I think the ownership's finally kind of realizing what they need to do in order to get the fans involved and, really just kind of push for a contending team. Trying to think, how many other purple teams are there in pro sports? So we got the Vikings in the NFL, Rockies in baseball, and then what other sport am I missing? Hockey. I don't think there is a purple hockey team. I think LA Kings used to be purple, or might be just confusing the old Sacramento Kings colors, but yeah, I don't think there is a purple hockey team. I mean, it's a road color for sure. But okay, so moving on. So wait, why the hell Murray's got a no trade clause? So I guess that was the offer we matched. So I guess that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Okay, I mean it is 14 mil. So it's a bonus, 46 mil, and he wants to resign for cheaper. I'm gonna wait another year on that just in case he regresses even more. So really, wow, George is our third best player. So yeah, that is not the type of roster we want to see for a championship kind of caliber team. Yeah, this team is really kind of skidding a little bit here. I mean, we're second in the conference rank, which the record right now, 36-22, really doesn't scream second in the West. Yeah, I mean, we're sixth in the power ranking, so I guess that kind of makes more sense. But okay, so really the only person. Oh wait, we could extend Dante. So he's looking for a slight overpay. Do 1350 for 2. Okay. So JV will retire. Okay, that makes some sense. Yeah, damn. So yeah, center spot is really a position we should have addressed earlier. Okay, so anticipating JV retiring, because who else we got at center? We got rid of Tice. We got rid of Wendell. So yeah, Wendell probably could have fit into that center spot if we had kept him around. Yeah, who else is our center here? Landale, yeah. So not really great. We only have 2 centers, huh? Yeah, so yeah, we just kind of overlooked that a little bit. That's my fault. Okay, so I mean, 46 wins. We're 2 away from equaling our win total last year. And I gave myself the goal for a 54 win season. So let's see, 48, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 games left. We need to win 6 of them if I want to make that goal. So yeah. So that's not going to happen. We're losing a lot of games. So if we could get to 50 wins, it'd be great. And we lose like the last 6 games. Wow. Okay. It hurts. Wemby, most improved or most valuable player. Deban's the rookie of the year. Collier, 6th Player of the Year. Wemby, DPOY. Noah Estengwe, Most Improved. Clutch Player goes to Scoot Henderson. Pop wins Clutch. And, okay, so let's see. Sacramento Kings. Any end of the year All NBA teams at all? Should be all rookie team, surely, right? Okay, Elijah Arenas, second team, 16 points. Honestly, that should give him first team, I would think. Yeah, he got stiffed a little bit. Okay, so we did better. I think what was our record? 40. If we get better than 48 wins, so one win better. We lost 3 to end the season. Went 3-7. See, it's not where we want to be right now, but we did win the division, so that's sick. But yeah, I think we're playing the Thunder again. So like I felt like we were a little bit lucky to beat them last year. So we'll see how we fare this year. I think Shai was hurt as well. So this is how we stack up. Okay, so yeah, pretty much the same Thunder team we know. And yeah, I think just we did lose some players from last year, so I think they're probably trending in the right direction, and we are not. So game 1 at home. Yeah, it looks like they'll take this one from us. Big game from Holmgren, it looked like 23 points from him. Yeah, it makes sense. We don't really have many bigs to defend him well. So game 2 at home. See if we could light the beam for our fans, giving ourselves some confidence going into OKC. Narrow loss, 1 point margin of victory there, or margin of, I don't know, defeat there. Okay, so if we could steal these next 2 on the road, that'd be huge for us. Really gives us a good chance. And we do. 20-point win. Really had a late surge there in the fourth quarter, it looked like. All right, so game 4. We need to win this one to stay alive. Tie this series up. Really need this one. Big time. We've led in every quarter. It'd be devastating if we lost this. Okay. So no home team has won a game yet. So let's see if we can fix that. We need to fix that up. All right. Got a good halftime lead. All right. Looks like we'll take this one. There we go. 13-point win. So pressure's back on them. 3 wins in a row from us. We're really getting hit with the injuries here. 3-point lead after 1. Got a 10-point lead going into halftime. We're up pretty good amount here late. 4-point game. All right, and we advance. That was a pretty nerve-wracking series. Honestly, I thought we were toast after going down 2-0. But okay, so Renus, would love to see him play. But yeah, shin splints, taking him out day to day. Ellis, bruised right heel. George, hyperextended left knee. So yeah, it sucks. We're getting these injuries at this point of the season. Is JV even really helping us much? 12-9 isn't bad in the playoffs. He's stepping it up for sure. So yeah, we'll take every ounce of energy we can get from him before he finally hangs it up. But okay, so Blazers second round. Well, the Wolves got upset again, and here's how we stack up here. So they got Trey Johnson, pretty much the same team we know. And yeah, I think on paper we should win this series, but again, Blazers are another team kind of on the rise just in terms of they've been lackluster for a while, so they got a lot of young guys in the draft. But okay, so they take game 1 from us. It's nothing we're new to. Same thing happened to us last series. But hopefully we can avoid going down 2-0 for a second straight series. Okay, so 20-point win, game 2. Okay, we need to win some in Portland. Good news is we don't have to travel far for this game, so jet lag is not a viable excuse here. All right, so 142 is what we put up in a statement win in game 3. So game 4, would love to get a win in front of our hands to send us into the next round if we're able to pull a win off here. Yeah, it looks like they'll take this one. So series tied up. Didn't shake exactly how the last series went, but same result through 4 games. All right, we got a lead here going into the halftime after a big second quarter. Really tight game back and forth. 1 point lead. Wow, 2 point victory. Way to stay in there, guys. All right, so game 6. Let's let's not let them force a game 7. Let's light the beam on the road. Por favor. 1 point lead. Overtime they force. 2 point game in overtime. 1 point game. And we win in 6. Awesome. We face off against the Spurs once again here. I'm trying to think. How many games did this go last year? I do not recall. Okay, so Kevin Porter Jr. is the point guard. Oh my God. So not only did they draft Cooper Flag, they added Kevin Durant. Okay, so yeah, I mean, they are the 1 seed in the West. I mean, on paper, I don't really know if we have much of a chance. I mean, I want to see. I'm kind of curious now. Like, maybe we got a chance if their bench isn't great. Okay, so wow. How the hell do they have Jabari Smith Jr.? What? Capella, Jace Richardson. Bro, what is this team? And they got Zach Collins back from Chicago. What? What? I mean, they don't have like a big like Fox somehow is gone, but damn, bro, this Spurs team is insane. All right, can we pull off the miracle here? We're down huge already. We need a big second half from our guys. We're down 17 here late. Okay, so 16-point loss there. All right. I mean, granted, we don't have home court, but if we can steal one here, it'd be huge morale victory. Okay, leads up. We're up 6 after 1. Got a good lead going into halftime. Gotta keep it. Gotta keep it going. Keep it going. Nice. All right, so we still went on the road. That's as much as I could have asked for. All right, so game 3 at home. Down 3 after 1, or up 3 after 1, but they come back in the second, and yeah, only 72 points from our offense. That's not going to win a championship. So, I mean, again, we're in the conference finals again. If maybe DeRozan didn't retire, this could have been a different story, but come on, guys, let's keep it close here. Wow, what a comeback win. So, again, every series so far has at least kind of gone this way. Yeah, just a little bit of a different order each time, but yeah, again, we're not at 2 games apiece, just like we have the last 2 series. So we've been in this situation before. See if we can continue. Yeah, okay, we lose here. So okay, so this will be the first time series doesn't go to 6 where we win. Either we lose here or we force a game 7 and win, hopefully. So I think luck has been on our side a little bit, even with this stacked roster. I think gotta believe in the beam. Let's see here. So we're down 7, 8 minutes to go. Still plenty of time. Yeah, it looks like we'll end here. So losing 5 games, it's tough, or 6 games. Yeah, we're losing 6 games. So every series we were in went to 6. Yeah, it sucks. We're really close. We improved a little bit from last year, but just couldn't get it done in the end. And Spurs win in 6. And let's see, what retirements are we dealing with here? It'd be great if Wemby could just retire, because don't know how we're gonna face off against him. I mean, it should be obvious. We need to get a big time center on this team. So pick wise, I don't think we have much, right? We have Hornets have our pick for the what was that trade? Payne Watson trade. So hindsight, was it worth it? I don't know. So we got our pick this year. We got the Spurs pick. Okay. Thank you, San Antonio. Yeah, we'd love your pick. That's last. Okay. All right. So any overpays here? Actually, you know what I need to do? We need to sacrifice our depth for a starting caliber center. It's JB sticking around. He said he's going to retire, but he hasn't yet. Sabonis is still 87 overall. Really solid. Okay, so Murray. Damn, if the Nets offered him a longer contract, I maybe would have looked to move on from him. But yeah, damn. Okay, that puts us in a little bit of a hole. Okay. Let's see who's being overpaid here. So okay, I think Ellis might need to go just in terms of money we need to allocate for a starting caliber center. Yeah, it's tough. We gotta make these moves though. Um, we need like a Hardenstein could be. Who's a center that would really help us with like Wemby? Gafford could be. Gafford could be the answer. Okay. I'm gonna workshop this a little bit. Okay, Sar, no. Klingon, okay, maybe Klingon. 7-2 defensive anchor is the kind of type of player could work. He's only 9.5 mil for this season. It would deplete a team that we faced off. That took us to 6 games last year, so that'd be huge for us. And they already have Aiden, so they might be willing to part ways with another center because they're going to be fighting for each other's minutes. Okay, so let's see if we do pick 21. You know what? What if we did no Ellis? What kind of trade can we make here? Sacramento. Okay. Grayson Allen. Try that. Just kind of try to sacrifice some of our bench a bit here. Maybe if we don't get rid of Allen. Ellis. Okay, what about Allen? Okay, so we are able to do that. Okay, so Klingon is our starting center here. So I think that was a solid move, frankly. All right, Marcus Johnson, point guard, 3-point playmaker. C- at 18. Tony Parker, ceiling. Yeah, let's do that. Just because I think we are in the market for a younger point guard at this point. Just because of Suggs getting older. Just have a guy kind of under his wing, the mentor. Do we bring back Silva? I don't think we need to. Yeah, because we got McNeely. We're not gonna bring back the Silva. Okay, so yeah, this is coming up on the last year of the sim. Okay, so shed some money, offer JV. How is he not looking for a minimum here? I'm like, dude. All right, we'll offer him 1 year minimum. 89 interest level. It's pretty solid. Keegan Murray is looking for 20 mil. We do got bird year on him. Yeah, I'll do 15. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, so we're bringing in Murray, and we're bringing in Monk. We could bring back. He's looking for 24 though. That's a lot. That's a lot more than I would have bargained for. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that for now. Okay. Damn, we did trade a lot. I'm kind of realizing that now. I understand, but yeah, Derrick Jones Jr. or Cam Johnson. I think let's do Jones Jr. maybe. We'll offer him 2-year, 150, and then all right, we're out of offers. Okay. So we bring back JV, center. Okay. Bring back him, small forward. Okay. So you'd have 2 across the board. All right. And then Jones would be a 3rd power forward. And are we renouncing him? I don't think we are. We didn't want to, at least. Lyles. All right, wait. Is Watson a free agent? Do we not have bird year rights on him? We don't. Okay. So he is a guy. Is he just considered? Wait. Huh? Wait, Payne Watson. Hold on. Watson. Oh, because he's looking for 32 million. I got it. So yeah, that really puts us in a hole here. Okay. So then, in that case, then we maybe do look to bring back De Silva. Yeah, I think we have to if he's looking to do. Yeah, if Watson's trying to get 32 million off of us, there's just no freaking way. Like he's off his mind, bro. All right, so we got a cheap. We need a cheap option point guard. Schroeder would love that if we could bring him in. Realistically, I don't know if we could afford all these dudes. Would be sweet to bring them all in. Chris Dunn for cheap. 2 year, 1 year, 1 year. It's last year. 7 mil. Okay. JV, bang, center. Murray, small forward. Jones, power forward. De Silva, small forward. Schroeder, point. Dunn, shooting. Okay. Renounce. Yep. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's see how many of these guys we can afford. So no Kristan, no Schroeder. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So okay, point guard, point guard. Bring back campaign again. For cheap, why not? All right, and then Bog. Let's bring back Bog. He was a part of that Kings team a while ago. Boucher was part of that championship. He's got that. Pedigree. So yeah, we'll do that. Cool. And yeah, that's it. All right. So last year, the Sim season 3 conference finals last 2 years. We've improved our win total technically each year. Literally by 1 win. But yeah, lost to Spurs both times in the finals, conference finals rather, and we beat the Thunder first round both years. So I mean, that's also no small feat. So we got what was it 49 wins last year, 48 the first year. So 50 plus win season is what we got to aim for here. So a little bit of a rough start, not gonna lie, 5-5. Billy Donovan, we got a championship winning coach. Granted, it was in college, but as you can tell, I'm trying to psych myself up here. I believe we've if this is real life, like obviously, I think we'd be consider in the talks for this to be a championship contender, just because we've gone the distance back to back years, and I think we've been a team that's done better in the playoffs than the regular season. So if we can keep that up, that'd be great. I think we did make a big time move, much needed move to assess what it might look like if we do go up against the Spurs once again. So yeah, we got Klingon in here to really just counteract the Spurs. So right now we're third in the West, really solid again, 2013, sixth in the power ranking. So first test with the Spurs, I believe we lose by 30. So not a great look. Not a great look. So wow, they're offering us Embiid. Yeah, we're gonna pass on that one. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my dog is going through it right now, having a good ass stream. It looks like he's literally barking right now. But anyway, maybe he's cheering for this Kings team to rally in this third year of the sim. 34-18. So pretty much double our wins than losses right now. Hit the trade deadline. Okay. Just want to see here. Standings. So third in the West. Wow, yeah. Pelicans and Spurs are on a whole nother level, it looks like here. They've just been drafting really well, just sneakily getting better. Really good depth as well. Okay, and then Spurs, they still have Durant. Be shocked. Yeah, they do not have Durant, so that's good news for us. But they did add Julius Randle, Jabari Smith. Yeah, I mean it's still looking like a good team. Point guard, they got a little bit worse in. And okay, so Arenas is an 84 now, so that's good. He's starting for us. Like I said, he might be a guy that comes up in the third year of the sim. Solid bench, Jones Jr., Marcus Johnson, 73 overall, even though we just drafted him, pretty good. JV is really just out of the rotation. Okay. So yeah, we really don't have any backup center at this point. Wow, Team State rebuilding. What are you on, bro? Nah, we're number one in the division rank, man. Can't be saying we're rebuilding. Honestly, bro, that's crazy. Conference rank third, power ranking fourth. Come on, guys. Let's get the show on the road. 40-20, and yeah, we're not even at the contract extension deadline. Well, now we are, but that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, usually I skip this over, but I just want to think about this real quick. 2 years, we'll give him 23. Okay, he'll sign that. Okay, moving on. 43-20. 50 plus win season is our goal. I'll say 54 wins last year was the goal, but we just had a meltdown. So I'm going to say 55 wins is what we should be aiming at here. You know what? 56 wins. Because what? We're at 50 wins now. So already kind of hit our first goal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games left. Let's go 55 wins, guys. I think we're capable of that. 52, 53, 50, nope, 54, 55. There we go. 56, 57 wins, 58 wins. I missed that game. So huge improvement from us. Wemby, MVP. He is enemy number one as far as I'm concerned. The road to the finals goes through the Spurs. Stokes, Rookie of the Year. Sixth Player of the Year, Kobe White. Wemby, Defense Player of the Year. Arenas, Most Improved. There we go. 24 points per game. Huge. Devin Booker, Clutch Player of the Year. Chris Finch. Wow, now with the Pelicans. Okay. 73-9. Wow. So they've equaled the Warriors' record for the best record. Okay, so Sacramento Kings. Anyone up on this list here? No. Okay. All right. So we are third once again. That's totally fine. I mean, in terms of how the other teams played out, shocked the Spurs are not the top seed. But I mean, damn, bro. Third best record in the West, and we're 15 games back from the one seed is insane. Bro, like, look at this. This is best records in the league. The top 4 teams are all in the West. That's how insane this West is, bro. Holy crap. Damn, bro, that's insane. Okay, so, I mean, we play the Rockets first round. Haven't played this Rockets team at all yet in these playoffs, so see what team they're looking like. So they got Knipple from Duke, okay. And yeah, it's pretty much the same team we know from the Rockets. No Jabari Smith Jr. though, because we know he's with San Antonio. But okay, game one. I think this is our best roster I think we've compiled thus far in the video. Would love to see us really just do away with the Rockets early, but yeah, 2K has other plans already. We are down 1 game. All right, here we go. Game 2. Silva's injured, but I'm not sure what his minutes are looking like in this current rotation now anyway. But yeah, game 2 we lose as well. We've been in this situation before, mind you, so see what we could do here. Game 3. Game 3, we gotta like the beam, guys. Come on, guys. We can't. Is Texas just the roadblock I'm missing? Guys, what is going on? We just lost by 22 points in front of our home fans. Well, yeah, I guess those injuries are hurting us. Dislocated left patella, severe right ankle strain. We're going 9 deep here. The Silva is getting those minutes. Kind of overloaded at small forward, understandable. But yeah, guys, I mean, you gotta have some urgency here. Klingon, how's he doing with us? He's never cracked. He's in the league 4 years. He hasn't cracked more than 7 points per game. What are you on? She's just that kind of guy, like a Ben Wallace type numbers. Okay. I mean, hey, we're down 3-0. Stranger things have happened, but I mean, ball needs to start rolling now. So pretty low scoring game here, and 6-point win. Our season is still alive, and so is this video. Game 5. Yeah, guys, come on. We cannot get like gentlemen swept here. Let me do. Man, what a shitty way to end the video, bro. And let's see, how do the Spurs do against them? They beat them. Of course they do. Because why are we losing to the 6th seed in the West? Spurs sweep the Heat in 4. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, this is kind of how the NBA played out in these 3 years of the sim. So, I mean, I guess just it's one of those years where Wemby's just a god in 2K. Literally ran into the Spurs twice and lost both times in the conference finals. And literally our best regular season yet, and we just got steamrolled in the first round. Kind of unexplainable, honestly. I mean, we have a really solid roster. Maybe not. We did really sacrifice a lot just for Klingon, but he's the kind of player that is the kind of we need when we are going up against the Spurs. But we just sacrificed too much, I guess, to um, I mean, we were playing for a counter that we didn't even go up against. So that's a little bit on me. I understand that. Arenas thought would have picked up the slack, Suggs, just not the scorer I thought he would be. Murray, he might have been a mistake as well. Just honestly, his rookie year was one of his best seasons. But yeah, I mean, this Kings team, to be honest, we did change up a lot. We still kept Sabonis around. Murray, we kept. JV, we kept. And we brought back another King. But yeah, we did stick it out, I think, with a lot of the guys for a while. LaVine, we traded early on. DeRozan retired unexpectedly. And Ellis, we kept as long as we could. Monk, we kept. I think we kept him for at least a year. But yeah, just the Kings are one of those teams I think that they felt the pressure certainly from the city and the new arena, and I think they're one of those teams that just really needs a hard reset right now. They're making a ton of trades, which I think is a sign of a team that is trying too hard, I guess you could say. If you're trying to make those trades because you're not getting it done with the players you drafted, I think something's wrong. Like if you're successful, and you've proven you can get it done with your guys, then maybe you make that trade, but you don't blow it up. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. Suns were a team who built their team on their own, right? And then they had that 1 year where they made the finals, right? And they did pretty good. I'm not discounting that, but to like go that far with a young team, all homegrown guys, right? You got Cam Johnson, you got Devin Booker, you had DeAndre Ayton, you also had Mikal Bridges, and then to blow it all up for like Nurkic and Durant, just and they also got rid of Chris Paul. Not that he was a homegrown guy, but yeah, they just got rid of all those guys. Pretty much just kept Booker, and they didn't even make the playoffs. So that should speak volumes as to what I mean in terms of just letting your like homegrown drafted guys ball out. Like let them do their thing. But nevertheless, that's it for this video. A little bit of a letdown. Again, I think the playing teams are going to be a mixed bag. Some of them are going to be on the cusp of a contending few years, and some of them are kind of overachieving, which I think the Kings are right now. They're kind of in a era of desperation, I think, a little bit. Firing Mike Brown and signing aging vets, DeRozan and JV, and then trading for LaVine, who's kind of like at the end of his peak. Yeah, just and again, they traded Fox away. Why do you trade Fox and Halliburton for what? Like some Kings fan out there, I hope you can give me an answer for that, right? Because you weren't getting like many picks back out of that. Like you just got LaVine in that deal. You should do it for picks, but not for a guy who's like past his prime a little bit. But nevertheless, I digress. But that's gonna do it for me. Check me out on YouTube, CZC YouTube. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Been really loving the feedback I've been getting from you guys, and honestly, since I've been doing this series, my channel's really blown up in a big way, and I can't thank you guys enough. Honestly, this has become like a hobby of mine, and honestly, I just enjoy playing sports games, NBA especially, 2K. But yeah, I'm again gonna do it on every team, and yeah, excited to see how this NBA season turns out in real life. And until next time, guys, peace.